Hi everyone, I wanted to make a video of my new toy. I bought a chipper shredder. And I bought a big green chipper shredder. It's made by Kemp, which I'm told is out of business now. Model number's not showing up, but I think it's, let me look, K66H. You have your mulching chute, which is for mulching up leaves and real small twigs and stuff, and it grinds them all to hell. And then you have your chute for your limbs, and this should take up to 3-inch limbs, I believe. This is an older model. I'm not sure when they really quit making products, but from the engine it looks like it's a 1991 engine. And this was a pretty fancy model because I saw some out there that don't have the electric start, and this one does. Now this one's had a little bit of rigging done to it. If you read the tag down here, it originally had another switch up there, which I don't know what that would have even been for. I would like to try and find a manual online to try and see how they had this wired. All the wiring, some of the wiring looks redone. Everything looks good except for this wire is redundant and not needed as far as I'm aware from when I checked it over. But this actually would have electric start. Well, it has electric start, but it actually has a charging system in as well, so it charges its own battery, which is nice. I really like the way they manufacture these. This thing is a heavy beast. A lot of the engineering is very crude and simple, and I really enjoy it. Like right here, this handle is only held on by a chain link going onto a stud. You flip it off the link, and then this will recline down. And you can either use this and put your hands on here and move it around manually, because these front wheels will pivot, or you can actually just hook it up to your tractor, which if there's any hills or inclines, I would just suggest doing that, because you probably won't be able to push it up a hill, or it'll run you over going down a hill. But the engine starts up and runs great. It's a 5-horse Briggs, you know, simple old flathead carbureted engine. I didn't really check it over yet, but everything seems good with it. There's no smoke. It runs fine, sounds fine. Probably, you know, is very low hours. Probably this thing was never really used tons. It is missing one of the little knobs for the throttle control. Just one of the little plastic knobs there, but that's not a big deal at all. Those can still be bolt. So I do plan on getting a battery and sticking it in here and testing out the whole electrical system and getting that all working 100% properly again. One of the things I like is I was noticing over here that it has another chain and another stud to be able to pull the chute up for storage and transport so that it's not sticking out so far. But one of the things I got to fix is down in here. I don't know how well it shows up, but these looks like part of this hinge was replaced, and these bolts are sticking out too far and binding and not letting the chute hinge up enough. So I'm going to just take and cut the bolts off and give it the clearance it needs to be able to move. Another thing that is not original is this shitty piece of all thread that somebody put in here. I did see a picture of another one. It looks like it would have had some type of pin, and it would have been and latched in here then as well. So that probably either went missing or got broke or who knows what. But other than that, I just got to check out the electrical system. I got to work on the hinge for the chute and fix that. Another nice thing I did see was it looks like when you would be standing over here to start it, if it was cold or maybe it was jammed up, or your battery was weak, you can push this spring-loaded lever down, and my guess is it takes the tension off the belt so that the engine can freewheel and it's not turning the flywheel and all your blades inside the chipper shredder to make it easier to start. I mean, this thing is built extremely well. It's very heavy, obviously. I didn't want to get a rinky-dink, cheap little chipper shredder because I thought I'll probably break it. And when I saw this thing, I thought it's really cool. It's old, it's built heavy, it's a crude kind of design. And I'm like, I gotta go get this. So I'll probably make a video of it running and working once I make a couple repairs to it. And the paint's actually in good shape. I mean, obviously on the top surfaces it's dusty, but you could actually take and wash this up and put a little wax on it, and this green paint would clean up great. It obviously was stored inside. I mean, the rust is extremely minimal on this anywhere. It was well taken care of. Normally these were never used that hard. You use them for a couple jobs and they just sat around and the carburetors gummed up and there they were. But this one runs great and it's going to be put to good use here in a little bit, hopefully.